Staff retention, staff development are two of the biggest issues that face a salon owner in a growing salon.
When it comes to retention, obviously the happier or the more satisfied that stylist or colorist is, the more likely they're going to stay in the salon.
The challenges you have is that if a stylist is happy where they are and they're being treated well where they are and they have a thriving book of business, that I found that the stylist, seems that the clients are theirs. So you have to offer something. They have to see that there's opportunity here for their book of business to grow. The culture of the salon, that we're warm and inviting in a very family boutique salon. As an owner, it's important for me to offer something to a potential stylist that I'd like to join Studio 3, something that they're not getting out there, some sort of carrot, as you will. Compensation, of course, is one part of the package, but it's also what are we doing to support their business.
And of course, I can't speak of your culture, but based on what I see in your salon, it's a beautiful salon, warm and inviting. So when saying that, I'm sure that you have a sense of family here. If that exists in your salon, combined with success for your stylist, if they're growing incrementally both in service sales and retail sales, obviously that directly impacts on their bottom line. So that's success for them. Agreed?
100%, yeah. So is it sort of product knowledge that we're looking at on the site, or how will it motivate my staff to sell more retail?
Talk to me a little bit about your staff and how you motivate them, or the challenges you may have.
The challenges I find with staff is that sometimes they feel like maybe they're pushing the product on them, or and it's not that. It's about educating. And you're right. If you're not going to use the right product, I'm not pushing this product on you. I'm just telling you that you need this if you're going to maintain this color. That way I can guarantee my work, right?
When I go into a salon, one of my greatest challenges is that I have stylists and colorists say to me, I'm not a salesperson. I don't do sales. I appreciate that, but you are a professional, right? If you consider yourself to be professional, it's your responsibility to recommend whatever product necessary to maintain that service or to replicate it. And it becomes a habit.
It does, yeah.
And one of the things that we offer at Main Reviews is, as well, there's a lot of educational content on the site. So for example, having staff execute a consultation that's effective is challenging.
It is challenging, yeah.
Because I think, from my own personal experience, when I get that client in the chair, I need to be able to identify what that client wants, what their needs are, and then to educate them along the journey about the products that they're going to need to either maintain or replicate that service.
Which is very important, yeah.
It's so important.
Very important. It all starts from the consultation. If the consultation wasn't done properly, if the products that were referred were not the right ones, then that's when you have these issues.
So if we don't explain to the client the importance of using the appropriate product, then it directly reflects on us.
Yeah.
If we explain to the client, you know what, I need you to understand that if you can't and you won't use the appropriate product to maintain this, I can't guarantee the service.
You're
Please
right.
understand that.
Yeah.
A lot of salon owners struggle with that.
Yeah.
And anything we can do to support that,
Yeah.
I think is just a
Well,
win-win.
that's great. Yeah.
It's a win-win. There's educational modules that are available to the staff once the salon has been claimed that they can go to at any time, whether it's just for review or whether, as I said, you want to use it as a tool during a staff meeting to identify areas of concern that you have with your stylist. So in response to your question, Laura, how do you motivate your staff? There's two ways in which you can do that. As a salon owner, that's entirely up to you as it relates to compensation. That's a conversation we can have later. But I think what's really important is to create a culture in your salon that whereby the recommending of the product becomes a part of the service. It just becomes a natural thing to do.
Okay.
Because if your stylist or colorist, if they really pride themselves on being professional, it's their professional responsibility to prescribe or recommend the product necessary.
Okay.
So that's where it has to start. As we move forward, as a salon owner, you could participate in a webinar that would be education-based direct business development for your salon. Whether it be based on social media, whether it be based on business development, whatever that may be, whatever that need is. Would you see value in that?
Absolutely.
The whole idea behind the webinar would be for salons that are a part of our system, like yourself, to be able to submit an email to me identifying what the challenge is. Then I'm going to take those emails and identify the top 2 subjects. And we're going to have a conference call specifically on that. And I'm going to provide ways in which you can address that and find resolution to those problems. In the not too distant future, there would be job descriptions available for your stylist and for your colorist.
It's great.
What would you say if I were to tell you that there's going to be a form there that you can go step by step to do performance reviews on a quarterly basis?
I think that's fantastic.
Helping you to identify objectives and establish benchmarks with timelines and all the steps that are necessary that you can execute as a salon owner to help to get that stylist or colorist where they need to be.
Jonathan, I think that is yet again another sort of really untapped space out there right now, because there doesn't seem to be a benchmark for how we look and review stylists and how they are compensated, and so that there's sort of a standard across the industry. There's not, but also motivational tools, also goal setting becomes a dialogue between owner and stylist. And then again, in that sort of split forum, there'd be 2 very different metrics that we're looking at.
Exactly.
A stylist would say, here's what the job description is, and here's what I'm looking at as far as the performance sector, and we as the owners are looking at something perhaps different in order to motivate. We're dealing now with a lot more young millennials in the business, and what motivates them as far as increasing their business is not necessarily what motivated you and I back in the day. And so that we can find different ways to appeal to different styles, and that even in our recruitment, that we're going to be looking at that sort of area, that there's a very different carrot or environment that one needs to look at in dealing with a millennial stylist as opposed to one who's had many years of experience in the business. So I think that's again something else that's really valuable to bring to the owner and manager of the salon.
What would you say if I were to tell you that there's going to be a form there that you can go step by step to do performance reviews on a quarterly basis?
I think that's fantastic.
Because as soon as you identify where they want to be, then that will give you the tools with the performance plan available on the site. That will allow you to take that stylist or colorist, establish where they are today, identify where they want to be, and provide them the tools to get there.
100%.
And in that journey, by acknowledging their successes and accomplishments and their efforts, it's a win-win situation for them and for you.
100%.